Hello everyone, ladies, gentlemen, all, and welcome back, dear lord, to a new IL-2 career. New, you say? What about Gustav Weiss? You liar, you don't remember him. But he's still around. Just felt strange to continue that career like nothing happened. No, I wanted to do something new and exciting. And what is more new and exciting than the freshly released IL-2 Battle of Normandy? By Jove, finally a chance to do some solid anti-shipping missions. Now, I did a lot of debating on what kind of career to fly. Because I have an Austrian, I have an Italian, sort of Russian, sort of German. So it stands to reason I'd pick a British career. But truth be told, I just don't really like the late war British planes very much. Aside from the Mossy, they just don't excite me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the British career for a more early war one, or possibly even a World War I career. I would love to fly the Hurricane, for instance. And instead I'm going to go with maybe a boring choice, but it's a plane that's very near to my heart. The Messerschmitt Me-410. Not quite as gorgeous as the 110, but it has charms. A powerhouse. Too little, too late, but by God, it can do some nifty things. So, maybe I will migrate this over to Pat Wilson once that's up and running, but golly, it's been a year, so let's not wait any longer, shall we? Now, who is this pilot? I figure we'll have to, well, if he survives, we'll flesh this out a little bit further, but just to get things going, we have here Junker Johannes Beck. A middle-aged man from Lower Saxony, maybe? Johannes Beck sounds like a Lower Saxony man. Coming from a family of bakers, of course. Beck for baker. Lost his brother on the Blucher and went on to serve a little bit later in the war in the invasion of Greece and in the Mediterranean, where he saw... Oh, you would have seen the role of the 110 change from heavy fighter to sort of interceptor and convoy escort. What then? After a period of extended leave following injuries sustained in North Africa after the loss of his aircraft and gunner, he retrained on the 410 by late 1943. Already becoming obsolete by then, he was to see the last hurrah of the Zerstörer. But he was going to make it one hell of a sunset. How's that? Sounds good? Then let's go and see what kind of missions they have for us. Toodaloo.
Allied leaders have been gearing up for the invasion of German-occupied France for over 2 years. Allied operations to soften up the Axis southern flank in North Africa, Sicily, and Italy has slowed preparations in the build-up for the retaking of France. However, these operations, including the disastrous raid at Dieppe and the operations in the Pacific, allowed the Allies to gain valuable experience in amphibious landings and develop effective combat tactics. The time to take back France had finally come by June 1944. Command of the invasion was given to U.S. General Dwight D. Eisenhower. The Germans had built what they called the Atlantic Wall, which was a series of fortifications all along the French coastline facing England, and the Allies employed many deceptions to try and keep the actual landing beaches secret. The Allied deception was aimed at making the Germans think they would land in the Pas-de-Calais area, not Normandy.
Heavy weather. Low clouds. Temperatures around 8 degrees. Southwesterly wind, 5 meters a second. We will be taking off... Ooh, a night mission. 2250. So should be hitting the target near midnight then. A very large flight of bombers. What are we taking up? In that case, I want to go with the night fighter skin. 250s. That sounds about right. Quite a long mission. Taking off from Évreux, heading northwest to the coastal sector near Saint-Valery-en-Caux, just west of Dieppe, crossing the Channel and striking a supply dump in New Haven between Brighton and Eastbourne. Looks like they want us kind of low. I don't like that altitude. 1,500 meters. I'd rather go on the deck or much higher up. But, well, I'm not senior enough yet to dispute high command. So we shall see what's going on. Alright. A night mission. I can't see shit. Don't think this will be terribly exciting. Kind of tricky to see the field. I'm glad for these lights. Thank you. I appreciate the flare. And we are up. Raise the landing gear. All right, so we've taken off in the dark of night. We're currently sort of stuck inside the cloud level, so I want to try to dip down a bit. Because by golly, it's hard to navigate as it is. There we go. At least now I have the dim light of the horizon ahead. And I think we have the French coast right ahead. Complete blackout, of course, no lights. Bit unfortunate. But our heading is true at 33 degrees, and maybe we can follow that star over there. Let that be our guiding light. I have no idea where the rest of my flight is. I am the flight lead, or I should be, but they don't appear to be doing much of anything. Well, we have a long flight ahead of us, so let's just go ahead and skip forward a bit. See you soon. And we are back for the moment over the English Channel. We're about halfway now, and so far we've seen nothing. And I don't mean just because it's night. I did spot the lights of one of my other flights a couple of minutes ago. They are apparently somewhere behind me. Just about halfway there. We should be able to see the English coast very soon. And let's just make sure that we have our target dialed in. There will be 3 small towns with air defenses, an airfield on the right, fields from the look of it, and a small river. And what we're bombing is a supply depot on the right side of the river, just by the canal, I think. So that gives us a pretty good landmark. Let's see. As of yet... no, there it is. I can just about make out the English coast. I'm not sure if you can on your monitors, but there it is. Blasted luck, the first one being a night mission. I'll probably cut this down short because these aren't terribly exciting to look at. But who knows, maybe we'll get into some action. Surely there's a clock. Oh, there it is. 20 past 11. And we have spotted the target. Oh, searchlights have come on. I need to find that river. There it is. They have illuminated us. Let's see if we can shake these lights. Start heading back to the southwest. Dear God. Oh. You can really kind of dodge the aircraft fires when it's coming in at this distance. I'd love to go in and strafe it. Oh, wow, they're really upset with us. I gotta juke a lot of things here. Oh, and they lost us for a second. Is that something? What is it tracking? Yes, by Jove, there's another 410. Whoop! That's getting very close. Okay, lads, I think we've overstayed our welcome. Let's take her out to sea again. And a little dive. Have some luck. And heading out to sea. Looks like our other friends have finally made it. I saw an explosion take out at least one of the searchlights. I'm not sure if we hit anything. I was aiming for the oil bunkers, but hard to tell if I hit anything. I didn't see any fire, so presumably not. Wasn't exactly a great setup, as I couldn't see the target. Well, night bombing isn't meant for precision. Time on target is over at 23:25. I'm estimating about 10 minutes to cross the channel, so hopefully we will be in bed by 11:45. I'm gonna turn this off for a moment. And I'll see you in a little bit. We are just about to reach the French coast again. Slightly off, took a little bit more than 10 minutes. We're at 13 and counting. But by my calculations, we're heading about 160 degrees. That should take us right back to the airbase. Now landing this thing in the middle of night, like literally in the middle of the night, 11:45, is going to be interesting. I'm not very good at landing this plane. I've only flown it a couple of times. And I've only landed it, I think 1, 2, 3 times. 2 of which were successful landings, and that was under ideal conditions. Normally landings don't give me much pause, but it's always tricky with a new aircraft. I kind of have to learn, fly them by feeling, and I haven't gotten to that point yet. So this will be interesting. Let's hope I don't start this new career with a night mission and end it with a night mission landing. It'll be kind of on brand, I suppose, but not very exciting. Okay, this will be a little bit tricky. Gonna need to see all the navigation, all the instruments. Doing about 300 now. But I know this thing drops speed like a bastard. Oh, a little bit bumpy there, but acceptable. Jawohl. Quite an interesting mission. Not as easy to view as I had hoped. But interesting in its own right. Night bombing mission. Not something I've done much of before. I think the last time was in a handling page over Belgium. In a stream a long time ago. Very well. We might as well see what the next mission is, but hopefully it won't be a year until the next episode. So I hope to see you soon. I hope this wasn't too boring for you. There will be many more missions to come. Thanks for watching. Toodaloo.